Hey, what is up? This is me, Naniv, back again with another stream. And I hope that turned out well. That was me trying to use my phone as a second camera. Let me turn this down because it's a little bit. We'll turn this down on my end because it's a little bit loud on my end. Let's see. Just for clarification, to explain exactly what's happening with what I did with that little camera angle. I have my phone connected to Discord. I made an alt channel. Let me see. I made an alt Discord account, and I did that because I wanted to be able to have do IRL streams, stream just with a second camera. And I figured that Discord would be a good way to do that because Discord gives you, it lets you do video chat. I can use my phone to do video chat, and through that, boom, I have a second camera. Let me, I'm messing around with this still. I think it probably should be obvious, but I don't have this all the way figured out yet. The microphone probably is not going to be timed. Yeah, the microphone's probably not going to be in time with, let's see here. Probably not going to be in time with the video. As you can see, hold on, I can go like this, and I think I have two different camera angles. Or at least I should. Let me double check this and see. Because I usually monitor my stream, and I actually don't have that up on my phone right now. Let me see. One thing that's nice is I can stream. Well, let me see here. Yeah, the nice thing is I can stream and still look at my chat on my phone, which is awesome. Also, hold on. I completely forgot to. You see, I completely forgot to send the. This is fun. It's nice, having this view and being able to have a second camera. Hold on, I forgot to throw the live stream in the chat. Let me do that. We do have some interesting things to get to today. Let's see. I guess this is fine. But yeah, we do have some interesting things to get to today. I'm gonna be reacting to Ruslan, reacting to Charlie Kirk, reacting to the Super Bowl. So we have that. I'll be doing a little bit of a short studio tour here. So we're gonna have that as well. Also, I'm getting some Discord messages. I need to go through the Discord messages. Because I'm really behind in my Discord messages. I got a bunch, and I gotta read through them all. Also, all those tours, if you guys saw my last live stream, I wanted to react to some tours, but I didn't get around to doing that. I'm gonna be reacting to all of those studio tours. Because I admire some of the way that they do things, but I also have some thoughts, and I'd like to delve into those. And some of those things I have seen, some of those things I haven't. Let's see here. Also, I need to make a thumbnail for my last stream. I didn't do that yet. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Too hard to do. And let's see. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time working on the thumbnail until the chat shows up. But one thing that's nice is I think I have my mic. Did my stream die? I think something happened to my stream. Something happened to my stream. It looks good now. I don't know what happened. That was weird. Maybe it was just on my monitor's end. But and that's dumb because I completely forgot my train of thought. But I'm gonna make this thumbnail, and then we'll be able to get started in earnest. Okay, there we go. I really like how I streamline the creation of my thumbnails. And so I think I might as well show you on my screen. Because one thing I've noticed about YouTube is if you do a stream and then you edit its thumbnail, that will edit the thumbnail of your next stream. And I don't like that. Oh, I keep losing the connection. Something is up with the, oh, let me see. I'd like to let me lower the retry time too. Because it's taking too long. It takes 10 seconds out every time it loses the connection. I don't like that. I bumped it down to 3. Also, I need to get some more background music while I work on this thumbnail. There we go. But it's good to be back. It's good to be back live on YouTube, streaming again regularly. It's good. It's good. It's good. Let's see. Wrong music. Wrong music. Wrong music. Because I kind of want to get some other music in that I don't play as often. There we go. Some nice hype music. Let's see here. Here we go. I need an editor. The name of the stream. There we go. So while I have this setup here, because I think what's causing issues with my stream, if you guys are noticing, I think I'm having some connection issues. I think it might be the setup that I have with my with my extra camera, well, my phone really, is using up a lot of bandwidth. So let me see. I'm stopping music. Okay. So while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and do the studio tour that I planned on doing. Let's see, and hopefully that works. I need to. Let me see. I'm gonna close this out, restart it, and hopefully that is a bit better. And now, by the way, the the microphone and the camera and stuff, that's like gonna be off a little bit. And that's normal. Because I'm still going to be using the microphone from my computer. I'm not using the microphone from my phone to do this. So hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull this out, and then I'll be ready. Okay. And then I'm gonna get to the Discord messages, because I just realized I have a lot of Discord messages that I need to get to that I just haven't gotten to yet. Let's see. Yeah, let's pull that back up. Okay. Cool. So, I think... Yeah. Let's bump it like this. Okay. So here you guys should be seeing kind of what is my studio setup now. So we have, and by the way, you guys notice some of my streams, a lot of times I have this window open. It's a really nice view, which is why I have it open. It's not the best because it shines a lot of light over here, especially when I like as the stream gets longer and I start streaming later. But this is kind of my setup right now. It's very, very basic. I have my laptop here. I have the Acer Aspire E15. It's quite a few years old. I have my brand new blue microphone. I have my earbuds here for monitoring and listening to the sound. I also have these earbuds here, which are connected to the phone if I want to monitor the stream sound, like how you guys actually hear it, if I want to hear it the same way. I have little Charlie Squish Pusheen here. Very, very nice man. And I have these things over here which are completely unrelated to the stream, but I was kind of using it to prop it up there for my little green machine thing. So that's literally my setup, guys. I don't have too much. I really don't have a lot going on here. Let's see. Guess we can get the machine cam back there on the side, in the sidebar. But yeah, that's my stream setup, guys. In case you guys were all wanting to know, because I know that you guys, that was a question that was really burning in your guys' soul. No, I'm just joking. All right, let's see. So I gotta go queue up some stuff that I gotta react to. But first, there's some things in the Discord that I need to get to, need to dig through. So let me go dig through those real quick. Also, I forgot to set the thumbnail for the. It's so dumb. Like, I remembered to make the thumbnail, which is good, but then I forgot to set it. So let me go do that, and then I'm gonna explain what's going on with the. Oh yeah, another thing I want to do today is explain what's going on with the Clips channel. I'm gonna make some stuff in the Discord and how people can talk about it and whatever. Let's see here. I need an editor. Let's change that thumbnail. There we go. Nice. So now that VOD has a thumbnail as well. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. Now I just need to dig into the Discord and look at some stuff, and then I'll be ready to start my stream. Let's see. I have a lot here. Let's see, what is this? Oh. Well, that's interesting. What is... Okay, this is really interesting. Let me see. I'm gonna show this to you guys because this is kind of interesting and kind of relevant to the community here. Can you kick some boy from the server? He's been harassing Lily for weeks now and won't go away. He is worse than Danny. It's crazy. I'll give you a little background. Some boy was apparently a super fan of Lily's and was texting her nonstop, which was annoying at first, but he made sexually explicit comments about her body. Oh, and it made her very uncomfortable. Then he made a second account to harass her even more. He defended his inappropriate comments and forced her to apologize when she was the one being harassed. She ended up blocking his one account, his YouTube channel. Now he's back on the second account because he doesn't understand no means no. Well, no, I will say, from personal experience, no does not mean no. No means no. It's a big difference. Okay. He even said, I've never met a female friend before, which is high incel homeschool kid energy right there. And I think that says a lot about his character because he has a reason to. He wasn't only 16, but CWB pretended to be 16. Oh, is this one of those things where like somebody is just doing like text messaging or harassment or whatever, and like they're saying they're a certain age? When he received and sent explicit photos in conversation with a 16-year-old, which was what got him arrested in the first place. If some boy isn't actually a 30-year-old, WB type, it's definitely one in the making. If you need context or screenshots, I can show you. That's crazy. I will need I'm gonna say I will need some screenshots, but that is. Let me see. I'm gonna be honest. Some boy always seemed a little bit sus to me, especially since like I think it was some boy. Wouldn't say who he was. I found that really weird because in the community, everyone's open about who they are and how they found me But some boy didn't do that. I thought that was weird. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. And now it all makes sense. Some screenshots, and I'll be able to make a decision. Because here's the thing, right? I can't just go like with every accusation that somebody says. I can't just like be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do whatever because you say that something happened. I need proof, and so I'm asking for proof. I'm gonna get it, I think, because I think this is legit, and then I'll be able to take some action. So that's how these things roll. Let's see. We're doing that Discord. Usually live right now. Mr. Pizza asking me if I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Yes, I am in fact live. Let's see. Okay. So, there was a Ruslan video. There was a video of Ruslan that he put out very recently.
Mr. Pizza
where
said in
he
the chat, my man.
Mr. Pizza said, my man. Very, very cool. Mr. Pizza, no, not sorry, Mr. Pizza. Ruslan put out a video really recently where he was talking about Charlie Kirk's reaction to the halftime show, and I'm gonna pull up both like Ruslan's video and the Super Bowl halftime show so that you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. And the part that I think that he was referring that Charlie Kirk was referring to, because I think once you look at what he was referring to, I think it's all gonna make sense. I don't know if this is if me playing the Super Bowl is gonna give me a copy strike. I'm gonna be playing the Super Bowl clip with no sound to try and mitigate that a little bit. By the way, hey Mr. Pizza, thanks for popping into the chat. To try and mitigate that a little bit. But I'm gonna play the first portion of the Ruslan video because the first part of the Ruslan video sets this up really well. And then he says what I want to react to really quickly, and then I wanna get into that and explain why I think Charlie Kirk said what he said. I don't think that Ruslan's analogy was really the best. So let's take a look at this.
The Super Bowl kicked off in Los Angeles with the Los Angeles Rams making a comeback and winning the entire thing. It was
Spoiler alert, by the way. He in this video he says who wins the Super Bowl.
Pretty spectacular.
In case you haven't seen it.
Watch it, and I'll tell you why I didn't watch it at the very end of this video. But Charlie Kirk, the world famous Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk.
So he's not a so he's very clearly not a fan of he's not a fan of TPUSA. Doesn't like their syncretism between conservatism and Christianity, which I completely appreciate because that is an issue. It's like if you've seen a lot of the stuff that they did for their Turning Point USA event this past year, it was really wild how much they tried to conflate Christianity with conservatism. Mr. Pizza, are you going to react to request today? Yes, I am. I want to say I'm starting to edit down clips for your channel. I started today. That's awesome. That's great. That's dope. I need to give you permissions to that. I still need to get everything sorted out with how that's all going to work out, because there are going to be like rules and stuff and how that all works out. But very cool, very cool. All right, let's pick this back up.
Church Charlie Kirk do a seminar on whatever it is he does a seminar on, decided to give some of his commentary about the halftime show. Now we're gonna look at some of the halftime show. I'm not gonna play the audio, but I'll give you guys my thoughts on it and unpack all of this and whether this is good or not. So this is Charlie Kirk's thoughts. The NFL is now the league of
Also, I gotta say, Ruslan's voice. Ruslan, that's on point, because that's how everyone read this tweet, and rightly so. Like, this is good.
So, anarchy. The halftime show should not be allowed on television. You guys don't know what happened at the halftime show. There was a performance by Dr. Dre.
And by the way, I will say, without I do appreciate Ruslan pointing out what part of the performance he was probably referring to, because without that context, I didn't understand what he meant. But I mean, I get it, and it's I get it now. And now I understand where he's coming from, which is funny because he does not. Where he thinks it's racism, it's not. I'm going to explain that here.
Eminem, Snoop, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, and for those of you guys that are really musical connoisseur, they even had Anderson .Paak on the drums. I said
this I didn't know before watching this.
One of the best halftime shows I've ever seen.
Oh, this tweet is funny.
Me this, and this is the tweet that reads: Everybody born between 1985 and 1995 saw the Super Bowl halftime show lineup and was like, "Sweet." Instead of doing a show for old people like Rolling Stones or Paul McCartney or The Who, they did one for us young people. And then 10 seconds later, it hit us.
And that's why I found that funny. I saw it when he put that on his Instagram story. I thought that was funny because from someone like me, who is not old, but I do know a lot of these names. From my perspective, it's like, oh, nice. You know, this is, and there are a couple of things that are good about this. Firstly, it's an ode to rap as a whole. Also, you got these are the OG, like you know, people would say that they're like goats of rap. It's nice to see these people, you know, here performing like this, like kind of like the best of the classic era of rap. Like that's like what I thought people were excited about. I didn't know people was like, oh yeah, like finally went for the young people. I didn't hear any of that, but then again, I don't hang around old people.
It hit us that we're old, fam. That this is our Rolling Stones. This is our our Paul McCartney. This is our Beatles, right? If you grew up,
this is our One Direction.
Our 80s and 90s. This was it, right? So
our BTS.
Let's look at some of the footage from the Super Bowl. They were angry that apparently Snoop was.
Also, I don't know where in the world Ruslan, like, what is this, liquid? I thought that was funny. I didn't know why he didn't just use the Super Bowl website, because that's what I'm doing for this, and that's where I'm going to get my footage for this. I thought it was interesting. Mr. Pizza says, sorry for getting into it today, not sooner, got to manage my own channel. Also, the first vid of the clip channel will be the reaction to the Nickelback YTP. Oh my gosh. Because we'll get views and a hilarious reaction. That's fair. I still gotta put down some rules. Please don't upload anything publicly to the channel yet. I do want to put that out there because I want to go ahead and you know, there's some stuff I gotta organize with that. But everything will be ready soon, hopefully by the end of the day for that.
Smoking weed right before he went on stage. Okay, surprise, surprise. And so this is great. It actually starts out with this like really cool like makeshift mixer they had for him. I thought it was fake at first.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, man, that's a real SSL console, just totally whited out. By the way, that's like 100,000 console.
It makes more sense that it's real. I thought it was weird, but like knowing it's real makes more sense.
Dancers, 50 Cent came
okay,
out,
so apparently, so this is the part where that Charlie Kirk was up in arms about. Okay, so I'm gonna see what he says here, and then I'm gonna play the actual clip and explain why I think Charlie Kirk was coming, where he was coming from.
He was Spider-Man. All right, he came down from the top.
And by the way, I'm not gonna play this with audio. Go watch the. I'm gonna actually go and throw this link in the chat. Let me do this real quick, just because the performance was amazing. It was really good. My favorite part, and the favorite part of everyone that I know who watched the Super Bowl, was the. Let me see. Put this in the chat. Of everyone who watched the Super Bowl was the Kendrick Lamar's part. It was incredible how what they did with the microphone. My goodness, it was insane. Okay, here.
He almost with the webs, and he did In the Club. Now, In the Club was a huge song back when I was right out of high school. And what people probably don't know is that this is basically a reenactment of the music video.
Now this I didn't know.
This is as bad as it got. They then had more Snoop. Then Mary J. Blige came out. She did her thing. And the most interesting part to me, by the way, was Kendrick's part. Because
yes, for sure. So okay, so for clarification, yeah, for clarification, you know, basically it was 50 Cent's performance that Charlie Kirk had an issue with. Okay, continue.
said it was dope. Yes, the Candace Owens. She said this is an excellent Super Bowl halftime performance. Undeniable hip hop and R&B excellence. Delivered at a capacity where even Miss Candace Owens said it was dope. And so
now I don't know what that was about, because does Candace Owens like hate rap or something? Like, I don't know. I guess I don't know her history with rap. I know if you're in the TPUSA camp, you're supposed to hate rap music. So I guess that was probably a factor. But I just didn't know that for sure, because one thing too is like not everyone in TPUSA like agrees on everything, as I think was highlighted by the Super Bowl reactions.
My question would be, who's showing more skin? This cheerleader.
Okay. I'm gonna restrain myself. I'm gonna let him say his piece.
This argument that like this is sexual anarchy and shouldn't be on TV, whereas every single sporting event has barely dressed cheerleaders, and for some reason that isn't sexual anarchy. And then it makes me think, like, some of you, have you guys never left your house? Have you never left your basement? Have you never stepped out and went to any sporting event anywhere? Like, I was at a high school basketball game, and you know what? They had dancers, and you know what? Their clothes fit. Mm-hmm. And you know what? They showed a tad bit of skin. Have you never went to the beach? Have you never went to like? You never watched the UFC? You've never watched?
And I'm gonna explain. There's some issues with this comparison, and I'm gonna explain them here in a second.
So like, is this purity culture again? Is this purity culture again demonizing the female body just because of the female body, regardless of what it's doing, right? And the issue with the Charlie Kirk is that it's complete and utter hypocrisy. You will look past the cheerleaders. You will look past every other sporting event. You will look past going to a ballet show. You will look past volleyball. You will look past track and field. You will look past everything else. But for some reason, the hip hop halftime show is the league of sexual anarchy, and it should not be allowed on television.
Okay, now I think there's a problem with this comparison here. He is not understanding what it is about the performance that bugged him as far as like sexuality. Now I'm going to explain this here because I think this here is the section where the performance occurred. I'm going to play this muted. You're not going to hear any audio, but you guys, and this is something that ran through my head. Sexual anarchy is not what came to mind, but I was like, that's kind of, I was like, that's a little bit sexual. And that's like all that I thought of it. And, this is why, empathy, being able to understand where someone else is coming from is really, really important here. So this is, I believe this is the section. And so they do like this really cool thing. Dr. Dre is, over there, and with Snoop Dogg, and then it goes down, and 50 Cent's upside down, and that's really cool. And you can already see, like, they're doing, these are sexual dances. I would argue. Just from my perspective, I don't think that you would see cheerleaders doing these sorts of dances. So I think to say that this was less or equally sexual, like when compared to cheerleaders, I think is a bad compare. Yeah, you're not gonna see cheerleaders doing this. Cheerleaders don't do this. Okay, and one thing I thought was interesting was that like the dancers were actually touching 50 Cent. I found that interesting. But yeah, I mean, all in all, by and large, it's not very sexual. The thing that really struck me like more than anything, because I wasn't paying like tons of attention the first time I watched it, was just that they were touching 50 Cent. And I thought that was interesting. Everything here, this is not particularly sexual. They're just dancing and walking around. That part there I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And so I kind of understand, if he's being like, oh, well, you've got this guy who's over here running around talking about having sex with women. You've got like all these dancers doing sexual dances around him, kind of like caressing him and then touching his body. I can understand from that perspective being like, that's overly sexual. I don't understand the sexual anarchy, but I mean, I get the impression that when compared to me and compared to most normal people, Charlie Kirk is probably a prude. So it's not ridiculous to imagine him saying, "Oh, this is sexual anarchy." TPOSA people have been known for saying cringe things here and there, anyways. And I will say this, and this is one thing that's important. I'm gonna wrap this reaction up because I have other things I need to get to. I have some like meme reactions and things like I need to do, but it's important not to assume that what is considered like the standard of how sexual something is for one person is the same as the standard for how sexual one thing is for somebody else. Meaning, okay, so for Ruslan here, I can even go back to his comparison. What was he talking about? He was saying, here.
That isn't barely dressed cheerleaders.
Yes, talk about really just cheerleaders.
Anarchy.
Isn't sexual anarchy.
And then it makes me think like,
and then talking about like going to the beach. For Ruslan here, his standard of how sexual something is clothing. How much skin are you showing? If you're showing more skin, then you're more sexual, or you're being more like sexually open, more liberal. I don't know like what words he would use, but that definitely seems to be his mentality here. And I would really push back against that. Okay, I do think cheerleaders are probably like a little bit sexual, at least. I think it's fair to say. It's not anything crazy, but I mean, I think that's sort of how they are presented and kind of how they present themselves. Now, to take one of his own comparisons, he's comparing that to track and field and volleyball, right? I will say this: in track and field and volleyball, I think they wear less clothes than cheerleaders, but it's not really sexual. One thing to consider too is that it's an athletic sport, and you do tend to want to wear the most form-fitting things when you're playing a sport. Look at male cyclists. Look at male runners and sprinters. They wear like, especially the sprinters, they wear like barely anything. And I think it's fair for the same to be the case for the women too. If wearing less clothes and wearing form-fitting clothes are going to make you perform better. Now, I think that what is a better value, like judge of whether or not something is actually sexual in art, in culture, is behavior. And that's why I was like, hold on, I'm watching this Super Bowl, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting that you got all these women who are like dancing and caressing and touching 50 Cent during this live performance. Not like, oh, these girls are showing too much skin, because like whether or not something or someone is being sexual, it's all about behavior. You could have people who are fully clothed being a lot more sexual than someone who is nude. It's that's how it is. Just because someone is showing a lot of skin or being completely exposed does not mean that they are being sexual. I think that's kind of ridiculous. That's like saying that like someone who is taking a dookie on the toilet is more sexual than these dancers because there's more skin being exposed. That's it doesn't make sense when you like take it all the way. Now, I think for some people, for how they perceive things and how like their own heart and their mind are wired, it's not as much about behavior, about skin. So maybe for Ruslan, the skin is kind of the point that would be the stumbling block, where it's like, hey, I know for me, the more skin that is shown, the more sexual something seems to me. And so, why would it make sense to say that these people who are more clothed than these people are more sexual than these people? And someone like Charlie Kirk, because I mean, I am part of a Turning Point USA organization on my campus. and I'm very familiar with conservatism. I currently identify as a conservative. A lot of emphasis is more on behavior and less on peripherals. So I can understand why Charlie Kirk is like, hey, these people are behaving in a sexual way. That's insane. And I can also understand Ruslan being like, hey, these people are not showing as much skin as these other people. So I don't understand why it's sexually triggering. The point of Ruslan is he didn't do a good job of understanding why it was and what it was about this performance that was so triggering. If he could have understood that, he could have made better arguments and could have better understood that. At the same time, Ruslan came to a good conclusion, which is, again, when it comes to these sorts of things, check your heart. If there's something that's like causing you to stumble, especially when it's something this minor, the performance was not insanely sexual. To call it sexual anarchy is really ridiculous. But in any case, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. I'm kind of glad that Ruslan did go back to that point of check your heart, as he usually does when he pushes back against purity culture, because that's a lot more helpful than being like, yo, y'all gotta wear hijabs. Y'all gotta cover up your entire bodies, because also another thing too is that's just not a helpful message to give. So so that's what I thought was interesting. It was sort of my perspective on that. I thought that take was not the greatest, and it's rare that he has a take that's like on that level of making bad arguments, because Ruslan has a track record of making really good arguments. I just feel like he was off on that one. But he did make some good points. He did help me understand why it was that Charlie Kirk said what he said, because I didn't understand what part of the performance was so sexual as to warrant that level of criticism. But now that I understand what part of it was that he was talking about, I can see where he's coming from, because I had some thoughts too in my head, like, this is kind of sexual. I didn't think it was that bad, but I did. It was something that crossed my mind. Anyways, we got some things to react to. I'm going to be reacting to these studio tours, because I really want to react to these on stream. The last time I was here, but I didn't get to. I didn't have enough time to do so. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I got the sound up. Let me turn on the closed captions, and I'm gonna give you guys some commentary as I look at this. By the way, drink of the day, as usual, is bourbon whiskey. Let's see. Hey newbie, what was the stream where you said cocaine? I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was one of the recent streams. One of the streams from since with the new microphone. So I think it's like there's a stream called like new setup. Let's go, boys. You can also check the YTP. And this is what I like to do. Check the YTP and look at my clothes, and then just skim through my streams and find where I was wearing the same clothes that I was wearing in that reaction. And that'll be an easy way to find that stream. Now, when I said cocaine, I got no idea. Oh, so let me turn the TTS back on. So yeah, I don't know when I said cocaine in the stream. You'll have to ask ISM. All right, here we go. Also, one thing that's kind of annoying, because of the compression settings I have, you guys can probably hear this a lot better than me. I have to turn it way up.
YouTube, how the fudge you doing? Hey guys, Nate Shot. Today I'm bringing a brand new video. This is the most excited I have ever been in our company's history. 2 years ago, we started off in a bedroom, and for those last 2 years, we have been working tirelessly day in and day out to bring this space alive. What we're going to do is elevate all facets of our business: content, apparel, and esports. It's all going to live right here, and that's why I'm so excited to welcome you all to the 100 Thieves.
And one reason I'm reacting to this is because I like the design of this. I literally want to have buildings and compounds that are like that are this big in Minecraft, because I love. Let me see.
Man, taking your stuff out of context is so easy. I need to make a not a newbie YTP, or at least add you to my multi-source YTP.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I like the design of these compounds. I want to make compounds like this in Minecraft. I really need to get started on that soon, I think. Especially since I think I'm running out of quests and things to do. Mr. Pizza, I don't know how I feel about cheerleaders. Most schools present them in sexual manner, it seems. Like, you can see live skin. Like, you wonder why high school pregnancies are a thing. No, I think that high school pregnancies are a thing because of how society is set up. People can't get married when they are like psychologically and physiologically wired to be the most sexual, and because you don't have a lot of good sex education, then people aren't going to be having sex in a way that will prevent them from getting pregnant. So I think that's a big issue. I do think sexualization of high school cheerleaders is an issue, but I think you can get rid of that more by it's better to like not have dances that are sexual, or and kind of just make sure the dances are appropriate, because I don't think that I just think behavior matters a lot more than what you wear. But that's just me. I went through that. I touched on that earlier when I reacted to the Ruslan video.
Cash App compound. Let's go take a look.
This is a Cash App compound. I remember watching this when it came out. Now
let's take a look.
This is actually like a little over 2 years ago. I wonder if they still have this. I like that monitor. That monitor is kind of cool. Dude, this is a freaking aesthetic. Look at that. Maybe y'all don't like that design. I want to build something that looks like that in Minecraft. Like, very literally. Like, look at that. The sky roof. Look at that. Oh no, that's the outside. But still, it's cool.
First time ever.
Look at how clean, crisp, and smooth that looks. That's amazing. So white.
It brings me so much joy to start this tour at our wonderful...
Like, there's nothing on the desk. That's kind of insane.
Foyer, or foyer, however you want to
It's a foyer.
say it. We have the lovely Jess here, our operations manager at 100 Thieves. Right behind her, we have the 100 Thieves D-Boss branding smack dab in the middle of the wall. Hits you right in the face as soon as you walk in. Jess, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Like your usual.
I would love the usual. I'm so glad you asked.
Got you.
Yeah, this is cool. But it's
All right, thank you.
what the heck?
You're doing great.
I forgot that existed. What?
Yeah?
Like your usual.
I would love
Wait, hold on.
Hits right in the face as soon as you walk in. Jess, how you doing?
That's insane.
Yeah?
Like your usual.
I would love the usual. I'm so glad you asked.
Got you.
All right, thank you. Jess?
There are lots of problems with that, and it's not the easiest thing to maintain. I don't think having that is a good idea. I'll just put that out there, but it's cool. I will say that it's cool, because it is.
You're doing great. I'll see you in a bit.
Got the beats, yeah, they're banging.
Moving
Okay.
on, we're here at the Rocket Mortgage.
Mr. Pizza
Let's see.
said in the chat. Here is high school logic in a nutshell. In the dress code, girls are not supposed to wear like shorts that are all the way up to the butt. But at least at my high school, they all do. Nothing is done.
Huh. That's interesting. So you're saying the code isn't enforced. That's weird.
League of Legends training room. The first 2 years we were at the Rocket Mortgage team house, and it was incredible for what it did for our team.
But like the same thing happens here on campus. At least at like the college that I go to. Like, you're not supposed to wear things that aren't jeans. Like, you're not supposed to. You're when you're wearing pants, you're supposed to wear jeans like all the time, basically, as long as it's like still like school hours. But that's not enforced.
This year, Rocket Mortgage gave us the opportunity to elevate our teamwork and our chemistry by having the players in-house at the 100 Thieves Cash App
Now
compound.
these parts I find interesting too. All these different studios. Now this is not a studio. I don't know if people stream here. I think this is just like a practice area. It's very nice though. I like having all the computers together so you can still hang out with people and do stuff. This reminds me of kind of some homework areas that we have on campus.
Mr.
And those,
Pizza
by the way, those
said in the
those
chat.
chairs are a lot
Basically,
nicer though.
and more school logic in a nutshell. This is an anti-bully zone. So many people end up getting bullied and schools don't do jack about it.
Oh. Well, you can't police. It's really hard to have like to police be like the behavior of individuals in such a way where like you can eliminate all types of some kind of behavior, you know, or else churches wouldn't have scandals. Well, most churches wouldn't have scandals. Like, I don't think I wouldn't put all the blame on bullying on the schools, Because, you know, the schools are the ones bullying people. It's the people who are being bullies. I think you got to blame the bullies.
Papa Smithy.
Oh, Nate Shot, how you
brother.
doing?
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
How was the boot camp?
Copenhagen was great, but I'm focusing on the now. This compound, I've been all around the world. This place is insane.
I like that little thing.
Oh,
That thing's kind of nice. It'd be cool to have something like that
I'm focusing on the
around
now.
my room.
This compound, I've been all around
What is that?
the world.
Like, if I was going to buy something like that, I think it's cool. What is it called? I want to know.
This place is
I want to know. I want to know.
insane.
Well, I love to hear that. We got to give a big shout out to Secret Lab and NZXT for providing us with the best chairs and computers that you could ask for in esports. And we have 2 players that I'm so glad have returned back to 100 Thieves.
So this is a training room, yeah.
Back. Hello. Hi, Someday. Hello. Hi, Medios.
Hey, Nate Shot.
We gonna win some matches this year?
All of them.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that, but
Every single one.
you made a promise to me.
Throw a
and
shade
I'm
to
gonna
your
hold
own
you to it.
players.
Someday, you have no idea how many hot dogs I'm gonna get you this year.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, people that bully in my need to be thought about what bullying someone can lead to. People literally take their own lives because of being bullied.
Yeah, it's true. I also will say I think a lot of bullies bully because they don't understand how to handle their own emotions and they're getting abused at home. And secondly, because being bullied is all they know because of the abuse they experience at home. If you can break the cycle of parents abusing kids, which is insanely common, you can help kids be less like abusive and toxic to each other. I think that's like the big problem. You know, you have abusive parents, they abuse the kids, but they also teach the kids abusive patterns, and those just repeat and cycle. It's terrible.
Perfect. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys get back to it. Listen, Papa Smithy, you promised me wins, and that is what we're gonna do. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, he's just the owner, I think, right? He's not the coach, so I mean, it's not his job to know. This is all cool. This is all cool. Like I want like a balcony that looks like that in
Mr.
Minecraft.
Pizza
That looks
said in the chat,
insane.
bullies take everything out on someone else to make themselves feel better, but it's the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah, and also like looking for experiences from personal experiences of how I've developed toxic or at least unhealthy habits and of ways to cope with things. It actually doesn't fix the problem. It just distracts you from your original problem. The only thing about it is it might make you feel a little bit more comfortable because you're experiencing something that you're used to, which is a little bit comforting, even if what you're experiencing is very toxic. But no, it just distracts you from your feeling, from what you're actually dealing with. And once you're done like bullying the person, they gotta go and deal with their own feelings again, because bullying somebody else is not actually addressing the issue there.
Doug told us to restock the retail space.
Moving product, baby.
Business is booming.
For the first time ever, 100 Thieves.
That's so scripted, but it's pretty funny.
What are you guys doing?
Doug told us to restock the retail space.
Moving product, baby.
Business is booming.
This is
First time ever,
boom.
100 Thieves is opening up our very own retail and pop-up shops throughout the year. I cannot wait for you guys to see what we have in 20.
I'm never gonna sell merch. By the way, if anyone knows how to make merch, hit me up. Like I would like to make merch.
Now we're moving on to the boardroom. This
Mostly because I need cooler clothes to wear. Like I'm just when I make merch, it's literally going to be like so I have better clothes to wear.
is where the best and brightest at 100 Thieves talk about how we're going to elevate this company day in and day out. Waiting for John.
Boring office space, boring, not interesting to me.
Production studio here at the Cash App compound.
Okay, production
I've been
studio.
creating
This
content
studio
for
I
about
thought was
10
insane.
years,
This
and
is
I
really
promise
cool.
you the tech and capabilities that this room has is going to allow us to elevate our content to new heights never seen before in gaming. So let's go inside and show you what we've been working on.
There's always stuff going down.
Look at this.
Who the f is always? Yo, what up, Matt?
Hi, Yasuo. How
What's
you
up,
doing,
man? How
brother?
you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
What do you think of the room so far?
That was cool. Okay, hold on, let me
Show
see.
you what we've been working on.
There's always stuff going down.
So what I like about this is, you know,
Never seen
this is
before in
something that
gaming.
Disney kind of
Let's go
started
inside.
with like the Mandalorian stuff, and I think that like new studios do this too. But it's becoming more common. Having a background be an actual display is really, really nice because it just makes these more natural. You don't have like the limitations of if you're using a green screen, only being able to have the right colors in front. Now I will say I would like to have a space that's kind of like this in real life,
eventually, and I would use a green screen.
Mr. Pizza
Let's see.
said in the chat, I'll take a pic of my setup and let you see it through the server on stream.
Oh, nice. That'd be cool. If you want to go live right now and hop in the Discord, I would definitely be down to just like review that. If you want to.
Going down. And
But yeah, I would like to have like a little studio like this. Like if I like want to like have some sort of special presentation or something, that'd be kind of fun. I don't know the logistics of how that all work, and I need a really big green screen. But a green screen would be a more effective way to replicate this. And as long as you're not having like the wrong colors there and your green screen settings are fine, it shouldn't really be an issue. So something like this is actually not hard to attain. You just need a big room and a big green screen.
and who the f is always? Oh, yo, what up, Matt?
Hi, Yasuo.
What's
How
up,
you
man?
doing,
How you
brother?
doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
What do you think of the room so far?
Also, I will say this looks cool because it's real. If you're watching it on the stream, you won't be able to tell.
I'm shooting some crazy stuff. I don't think we can talk too much about it yet, but the room is really crazy. You know, the video wall, 6K graphics, whatever that means.
Yeah, it's insane. You don't really need that. You could technically do a good way with the green screen
It's going
for
on.
people at home.
This room is absolutely unbelievable. The video wall, the lighting, whether it's podcast, whether it's skit.
Now this is cool. I want to get a table like that so I can do a podcast. I have this specifically set up so that when I get up and walk around, you can hear me all across the room. I have it on like the widest polar panel you can use. Like I'm like leaning on my table right now. I'm on my bed right now. It's over there. This is me over by my mate Craig's bed. This is me over where he sits. It's via the door high. Like, so hopefully the sound is going to be good enough to where all I need is a big table and I can use this same microphone. And if I wanted to have a podcast with a bunch of people, I could do that. If I wanted to go live and do an interview with a bunch of people, I could do that without needing a bunch of different microphones, like they have here.
It's docu-series, fun challenge videos, really anything under the sun. I really believe in this room we're going to be able to make the best content.
Now, unfortunately, I don't think in the room that I'm moving to back home because my grades are not as good as my siblings, I don't think I have the room to put in a table like this. But it's not a big deal because also I don't know how many of my siblings actually want to be on my stream and be interviewed. But
Gaming, I'm so glad you're a part of it. One of the other great things about this room is not just a video wall. We have 2 different sets to play with. 2020 is going to be a big year, and I'm so glad you're a part of it.
what was that about?
Moving, have
Touched
fun,
me
filming
twice.
whatever the hell you're
What was that? These beats are banging.
Now we move on to the streaming studios, where the biggest
Yes, the streaming
creators in
studios.
the entire world can do it.
These are kind of interesting. Also, I like the touch of having the monitors show who's streaming. That's really cool.
Here at the 100 Thieves Cash App compound, let's take a look inside streaming studio number 1. Rook,
Hey!
you're here. You're in LA.
I'm here.
The only downside I think to this is that you're not going to be able to really customize your stream setup very much that I know of.
It's amazing. I love it here.
I am so happy because we have 4 of these studios, dual PC setup, 3 monitors, and lights, camera action, studio soundproofing. It is unbelievable.
And that setup looks sick. It's not when I get my own actual setup, like my dream setup, it's not going to be nearly as complicated, but that looks kind of cool.
Focus on what makes you.
And I want to have a few different studios. That'd be
I have never
that'd be nice.
ever had a setup like this before, so I'm really excited to be here.
But I will say a lot of these things just
the rest of the tour to do.
All right, you
I'll
have
see you.
they're kind of unnecessary. So from her perspective, what incentive does she have to go there to stream when she can stream at home and have a more customizable experience? This is all corporate, right? She can't really modify tons and tons and tons of stuff about the studio, physically. So let's say Hasanabe, for example, was on 100 Thieves, and wanted to put in his Bernie stuff with all of his gear and things in the background. That would not fit in here. So I think one downside to this, and I don't entirely understand, is what would incentivize these people to want to be here when it's basically just rented space. It's I don't know, a gamer guy and gamer girl Airbnbs.
In a bit.
Basically what it seems like. Also, not a fan of the stream deck.
No idea how-
I'm team Ninja on this one. I'm not a fan of the stream deck.
Excited I am to finally have Brooke here in LA. Streaming studio number 2. We're gonna say hello to who joined us today. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Gigs, you made it.
I made it.
How you like the room?
That's amazing. It's got everything I need to make money.
I like that, man. You got your personal ATMs. Well, you keep cooking up. We're
Yeah.
gonna say hello to whoever's in the next room.
Hey, tell them to keep it down over there.
They're being too loud?
Too loud.
All right, well, I'll say something. I don't know who's inside, but I'm definitely gonna tell them. Listen, I'm glad you guys came. I hope you guys like the
Nice.
streaming studio. You guys can use it whenever you want, but I need you guys to just keep it down.
It's fun. It's
Other
nice
people
that
trying to
that
make
studio
money.
can fit all those people. Now they need to soundproof that. It's got to be soundproof, man. They got to soundproof that.
Now this next
Like, imagine if Ninja was over there.
room, I forgot. Wait, hold on. Nope, we can't talk about that. Hasn't been announced. That's coming soon.
That's interesting.
Team did an incredible job.
Like the
with
photos,
streaming studios,
everything.
But now we're checking out the Counter-Strike room. We're gonna keep it down
Ooh.
because I think the guys are practicing.
A lot of this is so scripted.
Moving on. Fortnite.
A lot of these just like practice
Just stopped
kiosks
off
and
at
stuff.
CS:GO.
This I like how this looks. This looks insane.
But one of the biggest
Like, look at
investments
this.
we made in 2018 was our Fortnite team. We have some of the best players.
I kind of forgot I built something like this in Minecraft.
Training here every single day in the Totino's Fortnite training room. I'm not entirely sure what's going on in here, but let's go say hello.
Which zone will pop up next? There's Grandma with controller in hand, battling for the high ground right now.
Jack.
What, dude?
What are you doing?
I'm doing exactly what I should be doing. This is the 100 Thieves Totino's Fortnite training room, and I'm training just like they are.
I mean, it was more for the players, but I can't say that you're wrong.
Well, I mean, dude, I'm kind of jealous.
But what do you think about the room?
This room.
Also, I love that marquee. I wish that marquees like that were more affordable. I would love to like have a cool like marquee and have like the news in my room and stuff. That'd be cool.
Any Fortnite competitor.
The entire goal was to make sure that our players are stage ready when it's time to compete for real cash.
All they're doing, cranking. I've been in here for 6 hours, and I'm having a blast just watching them. I mean, look at this. We have some of the most talented players in the world here, and Elevate, and
That's a great point. Wait.
Honestly.
Cease. Elevate. Don't you guys got something you should be doing?
What?
Come on. We talked about this. Let's keep it moving.
I don't understand.
Jack, I'm really glad you love the room.
Where are they
Totino's
going?
doing an incredible job. I'm excited to see
I'm
what we do in
confused.
2020
I'm confused by that, man. I don't
I guess
understand.
you can stay along, but just keep it down. There's real work going on down there. All right?
see ya.
Thank you. Our players have the best, and so does our production team. We have editing bay number 1 and editing bay number 2. We're gonna check in with Mark and Logan and see what they're working on.
Just got some new explosions. Trying to figure out which one I like more, though.
I love new explosions. It's my favorite part of this job. Number 1 is 100% the best. Let's go with that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's the same explosion.
It is clearly not. Number 1 is by far the best. They are very different. I like number 1. We're gonna use that.
They're different, Mark.
It's literally the same file.
Mark, you're embarrassing yourself.
See, that was not as impressive.
The Cash App compound mezzanine area can be
Now, not all
found
this is
meeting
cool,
room number
but
3,
but
meeting room
a
number
lot of it
4,
is
and then we have
the
League
stuff
of
that I
Legends
saw
Academy
before.
training room.
Let me see.
And my favorite view of the entire company is right here, where you get
And this
to
is
see the
cool.
entire 100 Thieves
There's
Cash App
nowhere
compound.
on the Minecraft server that has a view that's so cool like this. And I really, really, really want to have just a space where like something like this can even just
All the
exist.
employees at their open workstations. It's honestly pretty unbelievable to see how far we've come in such a short amount of time, and I can't wait to see
He looks really tired.
what the
Let me say
future
that.
holds. Let's keep moving.
Which is interesting for someone who's drinking a Red Bull. It's kind of
Great job, CC.
all its energy looks muted. Okay.
One more week.
Any of this stuff, it looks cool. I can't remember if any of this stuff was like stuff I was like, oh, that looks awesome. Like I wish I had something like this in my house that I can think of. Let me go through
Welcome
and
to
see.
the entertainment hub of the 100 Thieves Cash App compound, where
But I don't think there was. Oh, that was cool.
part of this video. But I say we go check out.
I'd like to take a really important meeting.
All right,
I
I feel
think-
I can handle this one myself. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go do some real work. All right, we have
Yeah, having all those
arrived at my
those
own
like different
personal
TVs there was kind of cool. I thought.
streaming studio. I've been designing this for quite some
Oh,
time now.
I forgot the
This
Nate
will
Shot
allow me
Studios
to
in
create
this.
Content on a whole nother level and connect with you guys in ways that I never have before. I will be running a lot of the business out of this office. I cannot wait to show you, but you're gonna have to wait for a full in-depth review on my YouTube channel in just a few days. I truly
Interesting. That would have been interesting to see. What else do they got? Like basketball court
Many,
stuff.
many more. Follow me.
It's interesting. A lot of so a lot of this is really cool.
To end this video, I'm gonna make this behind the back shot in one try. YouTube, we'll see you a bunch later. Goodbye.
Oh wow! I thought he would miss that. That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, the setup is all those setups are cool, but I do wonder what the allure is for the streamers. Like, do they all? Oh yeah, I want to be on I want to be on like an esports league as a streamer. I want to be on an esports team as a streamer, so that all my streams can look like everybody else's. Like, if that's the appeal, that's a really strange appeal. Like most streamers, they're like, oh yeah, I'm a streamer because I'm successful because I'm different than everybody else. They're not gonna want to have a stream set up exactly the same as everyone else's. Okay. Got another stream setup here. This is touring my brand new office. I think this is what Nate Shot was referring to in the last video.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally unveiled the 100 Thieves Cash App compound, the center of the universe for all things 100 Thieves. But John Robinson, president and COO, do you know what the center of that is?
We're going to win championships.
No.
Our amazing apparel.
No.
Incredible new content.
No, let me help you out. The center of that is me. Nature.
He's the frontman. He is the frontman.
I've now been creating content for almost 10 years. You followed me from my bedroom in Chicago all the way into my first apartment, and then into 6050, and then to LA, and now we're about to take content creation to an entirely new level. That is why I'm so proud.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you had like such a storied journey there. Reusing jokes, nice. Especially since the joke isn't funny.
That is why I'm so proud to welcome you to Nate Shot Studio.
That's kind of cool.
Now get back to work. Fuck, I really racked my knee in that wall. God damn it.
That is funny. That's nice. It's a cool setup. Kind of reminds me of Ninjas a little bit, but it's like kind of chiller and not so insane.
Now, first off, I want to introduce you to Blade. This is my own personal security guard. We met in a bar fight in Boston. I saw he needed some help. I jumped in. I saved his life. Now he's my full-time security guard.
True story.
Now, hold on. I want to show you something.
I want to know, this video also is like 2 years old? I'm really curious. I wonder if he's still his bodyguard.
Robinson, I need to see you in my office. John Robinson, the Nate Shot Studio, please.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I have a meeting with Matt.
Matt's currently indisposed.
But he just called me into his office.
I didn't hear it. Have a nice day, sir.
What is this?
All jokes aside, guys,
It's insane.
welcome to Nate Shot Studio. I'm so excited to jump into all the things that we designed for this room specifically. Obviously, I'm a content
I wonder how much of this stuff does he use for his streams? Some of this just seems like, yeah, this is my room.
creator at heart, but I'm also the CEO of 100 Thieves. We meticulously designed everything to be in its own specific place so I can maximize productivity and really be the best Nate Shot and be the best Matthew Haig that I've ever been in my entire life. So starting at the heart of this office, we have two NZXT 100 Thieves Nate Shot PCs that have all the power, everything that I need to game.
And even all the logos, like, bro. Those logos.
At the highest level, we have 3 240 hertz monitors, and above we have 2 light panels, 2 microphones, 2 cameras, so that anywhere in this room we can actually set up a shot on stream, whether it's me interacting with our employees if we have a meeting, or if it's me just hanging out and streaming. It has so much
that's
functionality
nice.
and so much variety.
Oh,
If
them
it's
drinks
me just
though.
hanging out
Let's
and
peep
streaming,
the drinks. I don't know nothing about drinks, but it's all vodka and whiskey. What the heck?
so much functionality and so much variety with what we can do with this space. Now, obviously, finding a balance between content creation and streaming versus being the CEO of 100 Thieves has been somewhat difficult, but this studio has made it a lot easier for me because now I can keep tabs on everybody in the office. So we have the entire bullpen which I'll be able to actually pull up on stream for when I have to be right back. But I also have 2 specialty cameras for John and Logan's desk. And look at that, Logan Dodson, the explosion man himself, hard at work.
That's really going to
Said in the chat.
Oh, hey,
I
ISM,
am
what's
here.
up? What's up? That's really going to incentivize people to want to stream if they know that like Nate Shot can just look at them at all times of the day.
One of my vlogs. This is great because I get updates, ETAs with my video going up. We get to talk about thumbnails and titles all from this seat right here.
That is cool. Anyone can do that from Discord, but yes, that's nice.
Said in the chat. Ayo, Daniel Lord got featured on vidIQ's stream today.
Who's vidIQ?
On top of that, we've got the PlayStation down below. We've got the
Nice.
PA system in case I need to make any announcements to the entire company. And then some of my favorite parts of this room is it's really like a walk through history of my career. First and foremost, we have the original Nade Shot jersey when 100 Thieves first started. Some of you guys say it's your favorite jersey ever created, and that makes me ridiculously proud. On top of that, down below, where everything really began for me, is my 2011 Call of Duty XP trophy.
That's
Big
cool.
shout out to Hector Rodriguez for storing that for so long, hanging on to it, and shipping it to me. Me, being a little ass kid, probably would have never held on to that. And
That's true.
Pizza said in the chat. vidIQ is a big channel with over 1 million subscribers that helps you grow your channel.
Get out! How did you feature him and not me? Wait. I vidIQ streamed today. Well, he's live. That's interesting.
Said in the chat. Note a newbie, check your Discord when you have the time. I don't mind if you read it on the stream.
Okay. I'll dig into that once I finish this video. But that's interesting. But you know what that means? Once that clip goes up from once that clip goes up of me explaining the whole Daniel Lord situation, then I'll get more views. So
glad that he did. On the right side, another huge milestone for me was hitting 1 million subscribers.
But also, I do think it's funny that something going on with Daniel Lord is live at the same time I'm live. That's interesting.
And obviously, it still says Optic Nade Shot, but this plaque means the world to me. And so to have it
said in the chat. It's about some boy. I have a bunch of screenshots.
Oh dang! Oh dang! This is gonna be juicy. Okay, I'm looking forward to this.
Compound right next to me and be able to look at it every single day is always added motivation to continue to evolve and continue to work harder than ever before. We have the Esports Award for Personality of the Year from 2019. Really proud and honored to have been awarded.
One thing is, I just started getting into streaming and watching streamers like last year, maybe. So a lot of the OGs, like I think Nade Shot's an OG, Courage is an OG. A lot of OGs that are like Ninja, I don't really know a whole lot about, so it's interesting. The culture of who's popular on like Twitch and stuff is so much different now.
We actually got for me for Christmas, and then as we move back to this side, we have the self-made statue that Hector gifted when he came on the podcast. We've got the 100 Thieves custom designed sneakers over here to my left. One of my proudest achievements yet here at this company. And then up top, we have a TV and a sound bar in case I need to throw up any presentations or Excel sheets, which probably will never happen. I'm going to use this for NBA games and movies and TV shows. And then down below, we have any type of alcohol you might need. Listen, we're here to have fun. Of course, I'm going to be doing a lot of late night streaming. And so we want to be able to relax and enjoy the spirits that the earth has gifted us. And then finally, to the left of the...
Said in the chat. The only streamer I watch is I don't bother re-downloading Twitch.
Oh, I appreciate that. But there are so many better streamers on YouTube. Like some of the greatest streamers right now are on YouTube. Like Ludwig's on YouTube. Tim the Tatman's on YouTube. Dr. Lupo's on YouTube. Dr. Disrespect is on YouTube. And plus, there are a lot of VODs that you can watch on YouTube that you just can't get on Twitch, even though they're Twitch streamers. You know, like Hasanabi's like the big one for me. I watch Hasanabi more than any other streamer, I think, other than maybe Ruslan.
Said in the chat.
Oh, no.
Is one of the best streamers.
Dude, no, I am not one of the best streamers. There are so many better streamers than me. Literally every streamer I watch is better than me. And I watch quite a few streamers. So I do appreciate the compliment, but there's so many better streamers than me. No, you can't say that I'm the best streamer. I am not. It's so not true. So not true. The only streamer I watch is not even. I don't bother re-downloading Twitch. Yeah, well, there are a lot of good streamers on YouTube, especially like variety
Mr.
streams and
Pizza
stuff.
said in the chat.
This one,
Yes, you are.
you're so
Dude,
under-
you're so underrated. You should have thousands of subs. Mr. Pizza said in the chat. You're entertaining. Mr. Pizza said in the chat.
Man,
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. You make good content.
man, you guys are sipping harder than my new girlfriend. Y'all are y'all are really gushing over me, but I'm not that great. I don't know that I should have thousands of subs. My content could be way better. My studio and setup is not trash anymore, but it's still not great, and I still need to work on it. There's so many things I could be doing better. I really do appreciate the praise, but at the same time, I feel like it's really undeserved. Yeah,
Mr.
I'd say
Pizza
so.
said in the chat. Wait, newbie has a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I do now. Yeah, it's
said
new.
in the chat. Holy crap! Do you actually have a GF
Yes.
now?
Yes, I do. Like as of 3 days ago, everything was made official like Sunday, I think. So, but it is personal life
said
stuff.
In the chat.
I
I sent my setup image in one of the general chats in the
see
Discord, so you can check it out.
Oh, good. Because I will be diving into the Discord a bit. But yeah, it's all personal life stuff though. So I didn't lead my stream with that. But yeah, it's very exciting. It's very cool. It's very cool.
I thought not a newbie was not a straight person according to the YTP.
They're only
said in the chat. Note a newbie's GF needs to stream with him.
Oh my gosh, that'd be fun. I don't know if she'd be down for streaming, but I do want to do something with her. That'd be really fun. Kind of like introduce her to like my whole setup in my streaming world and stuff. Let's see, but I thought not newbie was a straight person according to the YTP. Yeah, no, there are two entities that will always lie to you. There's the mainstream news media and YTPs.
The TV, we have my X Games gold medal. Probably my favorite tournament that we've ever competed in. We were underdogs, and I don't think anyone believed that we could win that tournament. And now I have it here etched in history on my wall here at the 100 Thieves Cash App compound.
Mr. Pizza
door,
said in the chat, I want to do something with her. Yep, gotta take that out of context.
No. Y'all are crazy. What is wrong with you guys? Yo, we are Christians, okay? I'm just gonna put that out there. You guys are insane.
I'm a sports fanatic. I watch more NBA than any other sport, but now I have my own personal basketball in my studio.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, perfect pooping material. Ism said in the chat, there are two things that will always lie to you, mainstream media and YTPS.
It's true, though. It's so true, though. Also, the perfect pooping material. You should have said that back when I was talking about people literally pooping in the toilets. If you missed that part of the stream, rewind.
Obviously, a lot of important business matters to discuss, but we can't do work well unless we're having fun. So that's why we're gonna play a 4-man game of knockout right now. Well, get in line, get in line.
Where's the line? I'm sorry.
Why is this in the video? I don't.
It's my advantage. Just because you're not 6 feet.
One thing I don't like about their videos, by the way, is like it's like a lot of times they have filler.
I forgot I could lay it up.
This is very much like from like the we aren't YouTubers, we're content creators, and like we make videos that are 10 minutes long so they can make money off ads or something weird like that.
Said in the chat, the body is a temple. No butt sex until marriage. Folded hands, Latin cross.
Yes, nobody's gonna be having butt in this sex. Or wait, no. Nobody's gonna be. I'm just gonna leave that there. You guys are insane.
John Robinson. Maybe we'll save knockout.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, gay butt sex.
Okay, hold on. When did I say that? Because I have no idea when I even said that.
Of Nate Shot's studio in a couple years. All right, we'll see you later. I don't know why, but I legitimately completely forgot that I could just go up there and lay it in and just dunk it. I thought, I don't know why. I mean, regardless of that, I was shooting and still missing, but I could have just done that. Now, finally, in theme with that, if you look above, we have a signed Lonzo Ball and signed Devin Booker jersey that was gifted to me, and we left space open on the rest of the studio so that
That's
I could
nice.
Said in the chat. Text-to-speech actually reads that emojis folded hands praying Latin cross.
Yep.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. In the stream where you reacted to the Nickelback YTP.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Cause I was not a fan of how explicit that was and raunchy that was. I'm glad that like I don't know. Me not watching memes with the F slur in them anymore has kind of cleaned up my stream a bit, and I like that.
adding to my collection. Overall, I have everything I need to be Matthew Haig. I have everything I need to be Nate Shot and just really take my career to the next level and start bringing you guys content that you have never seen before. And
no, I want to have only content I've already seen before.
lastly, one of my favorite parts about this studio are the glass panes, and I'm right next to the back door. So whenever our employees come inside or they're working at their bullpen, I can see them, I can say hello, and really just be a part of this company, living and breathing.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, your reaction to that Nickelback YTP is one of the best reactions ever.
I don't know about that. It was a fun reaction though. I will say that. Like that was that was great.
Every single day. Now you guys know that I love this studio, but the biggest issue when designing it that I did not foresee is that I'd never want to leave. But there still are meetings and responsibilities that I have that I need to be a part of. But John and Jason are in the boardroom and they just told me that there's some really good news. So we're gonna head over there right now.
Right.
We're on our way. Most days I cannot be bothered to use my leg, but
That's insane. No.
At the end of that stream, you do a recap of everything and you said, I will say, the stuff you guys sent me is gayer than what I usually watch.
It's true though. Like the stuff you guys sent me is so gay. It's so gay. I don't understand. Yeah, this is all dumb filler stuff. We've seen most of his room already. I mean, most of his studio already. You know, we've already gone through a lot of that. I do want to take a look at. Let me see. Is it in general? This is Mr. Pizza's setup, which actually, hey, how it's gonna open this in a different browser than the one I use for my streams. Because I don't like running multiple black browsers at the same time. It kind of messes with, uses up a lot of RAM. But that's nice. That's actually surprisingly close to, like, you'd be, oh, nice! You got my, hey! That's so cool, you got my stream in there!
I'll eventually show my setup.
This is
Mr.
awesome!
Pizza said in the chat. Your reaction to that
But
has to be the first video on Clip's channel because that will hook people to you right away. Your reaction was priceless and you're entertaining.
Oh my goodness, thank you guys, thanks. But this is cool, okay? I'll explain to you guys what specifically I like about this, but things I don't. Okay, first of all, one thing that's nice is I do like the repurposing of traditional things. So you've got this stand there, alongside this table here. Both of those things are things that like one wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go buy this thing for streaming. Very obviously, it's something that in the house is repurposed. If you can repurpose things in your house used for streaming, I would definitely recommend that. That chair though, it's got to go. I'm gonna say this.
Said in the chat.
This is gonna be.
I like how Mr. Pizza sits in a lawn chair in his setup.
Yes, this is gonna be great for your. The only thing this chair is gonna be good for is your butt. Everything else, like the lawn chairs don't move very well, so you're not gonna be able to like shift yourself. Like I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys what I have in. Hold on, let me minimize this so I can check the live chat. But here.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat.
Let me go to the pay-per-view. Okay, here's what I fitted. Okay, this is my chair. You guys probably saw this earlier, but this is my chair. Because it's got like this smooth wood on it, it's really easy to like move it from side to side like that. So if I need to like turn to the side if somebody like comes in. I can easily just go like this and like talk with them. And maybe your stream isn't like, or your setup isn't really like designed for that to be like a primary.
Identical to mine.
Let me see. Chair uses identical. Really? That's insane. Because one day soon I'll have a curved table in a product chair one day. Yes, it's always good. Look for chairs to be at like a thrift store or something. You can find good chairs there. But that's crazy that this is exactly like the chair you use, because these are very specific chairs. The campus, the college that I'm at, let's see. I'll show you. Cool. The chairs that we have, the university like buys the chairs en masse. Like everyone in every dorm has the same chairs. These are like standard issue chairs. It kind of stinks because you can't like be like, hey, I don't want this chair because I have my own chair. You can't really do that, so that kind of stinks. But it's crazy you guys somehow have the same chair. What chair is this, by the way? I kind of want to know that. Let's see. But anyways, let's get back to reviewing this. The lawn chair, it's got to go. Get something from the thrift store, or at least get something that you can move a little bit more. It's not going to dig into the carpet like that.
I sent it in general.
Let's see. Also, maybe it's just me. I've never used a curved monitor, so I don't understand what the appeal is. But I know it's probably also pretty expensive. Let's see. Nice, good thing. It's good that you got the drink over there. That's nice. Nice little bourbon whiskey. You've also got mouse and keyboard, gamepad, which is good. I will say this: do you use your gamepad outside of outside of using it with the computer? Like, is this something that you use with like an Xbox or something? Because if you don't, I'd actually recommend you always keep it plugged in, so that whenever you want to game, you can just game and go without having to worry about it. Oh, nice soundbar. That's cool. Do you listen to that? Like, how do you get your audio? Like, do you pump it through there? And if so, like, is that? I think that looks like a Blue Yeti, because I have a Blue Yeti and it also came with a stand. And I don't use the stand because I want it to just like kind of sit and be unobtrusive and very like unassuming. But my Blue Yeti stand does look a lot like that. So I am wondering if you have a Blue Yeti as well. If so, that's nice. And it's also smart for you to hide it behind the monitor because it can probably pick up the audio pretty well. But in general, I like that. If there was anything about this setup that I would change, and there's actually not much. Like, this is a good setup. And also nice. I'm assuming this is a good computer. I can't really see the guts, but I see RGB lights, and that always means that it's a good computer. But yes, if there's anything I would change about this, also another thing too is I think the table's a little bit small. You don't leave yourself much space. Like, I could not imagine playing like a shooter game with that little space for the mouse. But all in all, good setup. I like how minimal it is. To optimize this setup, I would get a different chair. And if I could, I'd get a different table. And I would plug my freaking gamepad into the computer, because that's what I use, the gamepad. And if I wanted to like idealize it and make it look a lot better, I would also get a second monitor that's like really cheap and like is not good, but just something you can use to like kind of preview your views or kind of cue something up you want to show visually before you pull it over into the main display. For me, what I do now is
Mr. Pizza,
I go like this.
The audio comes through the soundbar because modern PCs and monitors do not have built-in speakers. The mic is a blue snowball mic, and my controller is just for the PC. I have no Xbox.
Nice, yes. Okay, so I can't remember. Do you stream? Because if you stream, I will say this. Having speakers plus a microphone is a nightmare. You probably don't want to do that. I think there are very few people who can pull that off. You have to have very specific type of microphone to not pick up in noise gate settings. In noise
chat.
What?
VM today.
And in noise gate settings so that it doesn't pick up the sound from the bar. Yeah, you have to have very specific settings and stuff to do that.
Said in the chat. LMAO, you can get super old bulky monitor at the thrift store.
Yes.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. I don't really stream because I don't wanna.
Okay, if this is not a streaming setup, this is actually a lot better. It's like it's not bad. I will say again, I would want to move the chair. If you don't use your mouse for gaming, it's actually not the worst. And you won't need a second monitor if you're not streaming, I don't think, in my opinion. So if this is actually not a streaming setup, this is a lot better than I thought. I would just say, yeah, plug the gamepad in, because what would be your reason for not plugging in your gamepad while you're not using it? It's a little bit curious, but ISM, you're right. I need to go to a thrift store and buy a second monitor, because like I said, I don't need it to be good. I don't even want it to be good. I just need to be able to queue stuff up, because now I can't queue stuff up before I show it on stream. I just switched the view to this so you guys can't see what I'm doing on my screen. So, but yes, all in all, I love how clean this is. I can't see your background, but I mean, you're not streaming. It's very nice computer setup. A lot less clutter than mine. If you go back in my stream and see my studio tour, I kind of too much going on for how little
Mr. Pizza
I
said in
do.
the chat. If I do stream, I use my tablet to read off chat. It's just more easier.
Yeah, that's good. I have this up here so that both everyone who's watching can see my chat, and also I have the TTS. When I have the TTS off, I actually use my phone, which has my stream going, because then I can read the chat, like just by looking down or glancing around. So if you see me looking down at my phone, I'm either checking for a new text from my girlfriend, or I'm looking at I'm looking at like chat. Because especially if I'm watching something in full screen, it's a lot easier just to look down at my phone than to like have something else to the side. Although lately with YouTube, I've been trying to have it in a view like I guess like this, so that you have the video, but then I also have the chat, so I can still read it myself. But anyways, nice stream. I mean, not nice stream. Nice setup. Nice setup. I do like it. It's rather nice. Let's see. Wait, somebody else
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. See, my setup is in my mom's room. The reason is, well, the apartment we live in, right? In my room, it does not have the required stuff to have my setup in it.
That makes sense. I would say, like, at the very least, try getting a different chair. There are two things about this. One advantage of this is, I think, something that your mom is gonna like too, which is it will save room in the apartment. Lawn chairs are big and bulky and obtrusive. If you can get a smaller chair.
Said in the chat. Also, you gonna get to the react requests.
If you wanna, let me shoot. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you get a better chair, it will be more comfortable to sit in. You'll have more mobility, and also like you might be able to fold it, or it might be smaller so you can push it underneath the desk. It doesn't really look like that would really work with what you got going on. But you're literally right. That's the same chair. Where did you get this from? Dude, I want to know what chair this is. I really want to know what chair this is.
Said in the chat. Or are we gonna expose
some reactor first? Okay. So here's the thing. I have to leave at 4. I want to go say hi to my girlfriend before I go to work.
Said in the chat. You can actually get some really good folding chairs.
Yes, the chair that I use. Actually, hold on. Let me pull this up because I actually did a video about this. Showing off my setup. The primary chair that I use, I can't remember. But one of the chairs that I use. Because I have like another chair where if somebody wanted to like sit behind me or whatever, then they could do that and like still be featured in my streams. Let's see. Where's my stream set up? Oh no, that was a live stream.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. We need to see some not a newbie YTP reactions for the Clips channel.
Haha. True. I was doing some reacting to those setups, but I wasn't reacting to any memes. Let's see here. Where's my... Where's my stream setup? Oh, studio tour, here it is.
Ism. Said in the chat. Okay, that's one of the chairs that my school provides. You're not allowed to get rid of them. I feel every single school must get the same generic blue chairs from the same company.
Yeah, that tends to happen. What tends to be the case is, like, there's a certain type of chair that some people get, like, in like an industrial way, and it just works so everybody goes with it. All right, let me see. I'm gonna skip ahead to the part where you can see the chair I use. I kind of want to explain the chair that I use, like I used to use in my studio back home.
Kind of nice. It's not something that you'll really see on stream, but that's that. So the room is.
Mr. Pizza. Said in the chat.
Really see on stream,
Wow, what a great frame to pause on.
Yeah, true. Okay. Oh shoot, you can't really see it that well. Let me see if there's a part where I showed more in depth.
The room is spacious.
Okay, so that chair right there is a really nice chair. It's super smooth and super soft. Do you guys? This is just when I first got everything set up back home. I didn't have the second chair ready yet, but I have a fold up lawn chair, but it's smaller. And another thing too is it's ergonomic. Like that chair you had is not ergonomic. What saves it is the butt cushion. But yeah, if you could find something like fold-up chairs that are ergonomic, get those. Don't get the metal ones that are super cold because you're not going to be comfortable in those. And also the butt support is terrible. So please don't get those. Okay, I don't have tons of time left because I have to get ready to go to work.
Pizza.
I'm going to say hi to my girlfriend. So I want
to... I sent you some good whitey peas to react to.
Nice.
Said in the chat. LMAO, you might want to either get a shoe rack or put your shoes under the bed instead of on top of your dresser. It gives off bad vibes.
How does that give off bad vibes? It looks cool. Cause like it's nice because like if I want to get my shoes, I can just grab them and go, and I can see all my shoes. Like it's harder for them to get lost because they're just there. That's that's what I like about them. My dad was like in a shoe rack, but I like how it looks, so I kind of want to roll with that. I would like to know what bad vibes it goes to. It gives off. I need to go and dig into the Discord and do this exposed thing.
It makes it look like newbie does cocaine.
No, I don't do cocaine. It's not for me. I don't know if I'd like how it tastes personally. But let's see. Okay, so there's this stuff about Sunboy. Here's all the proof and stuff. Looks like. Let's see. So. Yeah, I'll find them. Let's see, I'm not attracted to girls that are not attracted to what? That don't have what? The day I am doing. He's really can you? And now and the name is gonna be something like what? I'm gonna do what? I'm so confused. What is this?
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. I told some boy off today and well he went bye-bye real quick.
Well that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see. Remember saying that I should F off and not be friends with you anymore. When you message me every second, it annoys me. Doesn't mean message me every second. Should have said that earlier.
Ism said in the chat. I give context after each screenshot.
Yes. And see, then he plays the victim. Nothing I said was he did he did because he was like I like did he basically say I like boobs like yours? Like that's kind of sexual.
Said in the chat. You might want to read from the top for it to make sense.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm kind of skimming this a little bit. I will say,
Mr.
I okay.
Said in the chat.
Okay, y'all, chat. Okay, chat. Here's the deal. Chat. I have to go. I have work today. I need to get ready for that. I don't have time to. I was skimming those messages. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. That spiked. I don't have time to read all the the messages, but however, here's what I'll do.
Ism said in the chat.
Pizza.
Mr. Pizza, let him do his
Yes, I
thing.
do.
He has
Here's what
to
I'll
go
do.
soon.
I'll save this all for my next stream, which will only be in a couple days because I my current stream schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes super stream on the weekends if I can get the Car 3 guys around. And also another thing too is depending on like how free I am certain days, I will be streaming more often at night. If I get enough homework done, like yesterday I could have streamed that night, but I was just tired and exhausted, so I didn't. And I had an extra piece of homework that I typically wouldn't have to do, but it was just taking me too long to finish.
Pizza said in the chat. Newbie will be live again, which
live
is
again, which is
gonna be
amazing.
Ism
let's
said in
see.
the chat. All right, we can recap the some boy situation then, like we did with Daniel. Lord.
Exactly. Yes, I am live again. I have a schedule. Tuesdays, Thursdays, around somewhere between like from 2 to 2:40 is when I'll start streaming, and then I'll be live. What was I gonna say? Yes, we are gonna do a Thumboy. We're gonna do a Daniel Lord type recap of everything. It's good to have everything first before I start the stream, and then I'm just like going through everything like in real time because I started the stream off talking about it, and then more information came in, so we talked about that. It also will make it a lot easier to clip for the clips channel. I will, after work today, I'm going to organize the Discord in such a way that everyone who's going to be an editor will have their own, there's going to be a special channel for the editors to go in and talk about clips, and I'm going to talk about like the rules and how everything's going to be uploaded. I'm still going to do all the thumbnails, which shouldn't be that hard to do because I really like my thumbnail design and style right now. But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. It's nice having you guys in the chat, and I will see you guys again later. If I have my phone set up right correctly, I would put on the Goon Machine cam again. But in any case, I'll just let you guys right out to Ant in My Pants. I'm not even listening to it. Hold on.
Yeah, I got ants in my pants, so I dance like I'm crazy. Right, hit the left,
Okay.
crazy. Won't hop too hard, make it wavy.
Said in the chat. I'd have fun with your GF and at work.
Yeah, you know it.
Together, I pray when I'm quiet.
Peace to my enemies, you know they stay silent. Throw it, catch it. Oh, I throw it, I catch it. Alright, cool. Alright. I will see you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you all next time.
I got big hands. Throwing my big pants when I dance. Billie Jean. Shawty wanna dance to the Billie Jean. Short striped shirt and I throw on my slimmy jean. My girl really be a beauty queen. I got ants in my pants, so I dance like I'm crazy. Right, hit the left, now go crazy. Won't hop too hard, make it wavy. Jesus, my Lord, yeah, he saved me. Slide it, bust down, riot. Full man's together, I pray when I'm quiet. Two-piece to my enemies, you know they stay silent. Throw it, catch it.